What's going on, guys? Welcome back. It is another tournament weekend, another PBA Central Regional stop, and this time we are headed to Marengo, Illinois. Yeah, I like Marengo. I haven't been there in a couple years. I've had a couple good match play performances there. I think I had a top 5 once, but I haven't had to bowl there the past couple years because, well, by this time I had the RPI already locked up. But currently that is not the case. We still have a couple tournaments left to determine where points are going to fall for the top 8 who make it to the RPI. Currently I'm sitting second when it comes to points towards the RPI. I'm sitting 4th overall in the Central Region. If you look at the standings, Graham and EJ do not count because they were top 50 in PBA points last year, so they do not count towards the RPI. So currently I am trying to run down Sam DeWitt, who is sitting first. So basically this tournament is just me trying to go make some more points, give myself a bigger buffer between me and 8th, and hopefully maybe even try to catch up the gap between me and Sam DeWitt just a bit. So we're actually at the bowling alley, about to go put in some practice and put some reps in. I'm really just looking to try to get to that unconscious stage where I can just go in and just compete and not have to think about anything I'm working on. Don't have to worry about the push away, don't have to worry about the release, don't have to worry about the swing path, the footwork. I just want to be able to go in, turn off the lights upstairs, and just go compete, because that's when bowling is at its most enjoyable stage, is just when you can go do it and not have to think. But the only way to get there is through repetition and trust. So let's go put some reps in, gain a little bit of trust, get ourselves ready for tomorrow. It's going to be an early rise, but it's going to be another fun weekend. Let's go get to work. Alright, well, the work is done. We are cleaned up, we are relaxed, ready to eat some food and settle in for the night, because tomorrow is a very early rise, and I need to get to bed. My legs are killing me. I did a little 4-miler there, and I thought I was going to be super ambitious and go out really hard, and that was... Anyways, my legs hurt. So we're going to eat some dinner, unwind. Elizabeth and I are just going to chill out for a little bit, spend some time together. You ready for tomorrow? Tomorrow's an early rise. We'll probably be getting out of here around 4:30 in the morning. I hate saying that. And hopefully put together a solid day of competing tomorrow in Marengo. If I remember right, the scoring pace there are usually pretty high. So if it repeats of what it was in the past, you know, we just go in, execute, and let the great equipment for Motive Bowling do the work for us, and hopefully put ourselves in a good position. So I'm going to unwind, shut the lights off, and call it a night. So I will see you guys in the morning. Well, we made it. Wow.
Try again.
That was rough. Take 2. So we made it here to Marengo bowling alley there. We're still both waking up. My coffee is really bad, so that's unfortunate. We're on 42-foot Mark Roth today, and if I recall, the last time I bowled on this pattern, the scores were like bonanzas. So I don't know. What you think? Yeah, me too. I'm still not fully awake yet, but that's okay, because we're gonna get psyched up, get psyched out of our minds, and we're gonna go in, knock down bowling pins today. Holy cow, I'm tired. Let's have a day.
All right, so in practice here, they were exactly as I expected. They were super soft and they were wide open. And whenever I have patterns that are wide open like this, I always do the same thing. I start as far right as I can with a ball that does the least amount of movement, because it's easy to complicate an easy pattern. And so whenever they get super soft, I try to throw a tank of some kind, keep it right in front of me for the first couple games, and just let my rev rate do the work. And that is what we started with here, was the tank combat. And we threw this for the first few games. The only plan I really had is being in a position for game 7 to grind it out, because in game 7 I was on lanes 1 and 2, and I'll show you a picture here, and the walkway on lane 1 butts up right against the gutter cap there, and I knew that I was going to be walking right there by this time in the block, so I just wanted to make sure that I had enough pins covered that I could get to that pair and just grind the last game and not have to worry about, you know, trying to jump in the number. So that was the game plan. Felt really good. The look was half decent, and I was just ready to go out, compete, make shots, and have a good day. So let's get this day started.
Well, that was a very well-rounded set of bowling, and I am very pleased with it. Didn't miss a single makeable today. Made great shots, stayed on top of transition. Didn't have a single game under 200. I mean, when it comes to a very high-quality round, I would say that those 7 games right there are what you would look for. So we're currently actually ready to get some lunch here and relax a little bit while B Squad gets ready to start up. We're sitting second. Nate Purchase went absolutely bonanzas today. The kid had 2 300s. Ridiculous. So going into game 7, I was averaging 240 and I was 200 pins behind him. So if that doesn't tell you how good of a day he had, then I don't know what would. Very pleased with today. End pair kind of got me that last game. Yeah, it just stinks that I have to end on that pair. That's really rough. So she told me to bowl better. I think she's right, but I'm not gonna let her know that. So we're gonna wait a little bit, relax, go watch some B Squad, get ready for match play. Another good day of bowling. So let's keep on it. So we just cleaned up some equipment. B Squad's about to finish. I'm currently sitting 4th, which is probably where I'm going to end up finishing going into match play. Yeah, this tournament format's kind of goofy. I haven't really bowled anything like it. So they're going to cut to the top 14, and then they're going to bowl 4 more games, and then cut to the top 8. 2 more games, cut to the top 4. 2 more games, cut to the final 2, and then they're going to bowl. It's a race to 2. So if you and your opponent both win a game, then you have a 1-ball sudden death roll-off, which seems like a weird way to determine a championship, but that's how they're going to do it. And all pins carry over, so qualifying scores will carry over to match play all the way down to the final match, and then they drop, obviously, for the race to 2. So weird format. That's all right. We're here for it. I got nothing for you guys. I got absolutely nothing. It's a beautiful day. These hosts are great. She's really tired. I'm ready to go knock down some pins. So looks like we're gonna kind of go with the same game plan again. Urethane or tanks of some kind. Keep it in front of us and wait to get that big bump spot to the right to throw to and get in and wheel on it. But everything is gonna be on burn. They'll re-oil once for match play and then everything else will be on burn. So just do what we did in qualifying. We should end up in a pretty good position. So let's go out there and make some shots, have some fun, see where we end up.
Hi, Mikey. You're doing a great job, buddy.
What?
You're doing a great job.
Thank you, Kevin.
All right, so heading into these first 4 games of match play, I only had one thing on my mind: get off to a hot start. I was roughly 190 back of Nate Purchase, and I knew in order to run down these leaders, you kind of have to get off to a quick jump. You can't really let them keep spacing out, because if you do, probably going to run you over. So in practice, the only thing I was focused on: get the ball in your hand that you can put up a big game with. Look for that 300 look, which is crazy to think about, but that's exactly what I was thinking. And sure enough, good old Trusty, the Tank Combat, the ball that I won tile number 2 with, looked perfect. And in practice, I kind of had it set in my mind that I was going to make a run, I was going to make good shots, and I was going to put together a great 4-game set. And as we led into it here, mentally, I was as sharp as a knife, man. I was ready to rock and roll, and I was ready to get into it. Well, I love it when a plan comes together. Want to get off to a hot start? That's exactly what we did. Put up 793 for the first three, almost had 300 game one, and was just right back in the hunt. I'm sitting 32 behind Nate Purchase now. Lanes are starting to open up, and as you see here in this next set of 2 games in the round of 8, I get way left. I get in front of the ball return, I get slow, I get soft. I really start to open them up because the middle started to get a little funky just because when they re-oiled, they did get a little flatter, and I just had the best look getting way left of them, slow circling them around them, slow hooking it around it, and just letting motive bowling balls do what they do best. And these next couple games, I really try to settle in and chase down Nate. Well, once again, I love it when a plan comes together. After a great 2 games there of 241 and 236, I'm only sitting 3 pins behind Nate, and we have now started to separate ourselves from the rest of the field. Justin Knowles is 90 back of me, and we were kind of just running away with it at that point in time. Going to these next 2 games in the round of 4, the thought process was still the same. Stay left, stay soft, keep the lane open, make that pocket as big as you can, execute shots. I was really zoned in. I was making really good shots. Ball motion was really good. I won't lie, I was starting to get a little fatigued as we're heading into games 14 and 15 of the day, but I felt good. I felt confident. I was ready to go make some shots. I was ready to go put myself in that number 1 seed. I'm just going to cut in real quick and just share something that I think is kind of funny. This was the first game all day that was under 200 for me, and it just happened to be the game that I take the lead of the tournament. Kind of ironic, I guess. So, okay, back to the bowling. Well, when it comes to a game plan, I would say that worked out pretty good. Get off to a hot start, run down the leaders, put yourself in a position to bowl for a title. Exactly what we did. These 15 games so far in this day, I would say are as close to flawless as I could get. The only blemish would have been that 194, and that's only because that was a really tough pair, and I just had the wrong rock in my hand. But ironically, it happens to be the game that I take the lead in the tournament. So, Heading into this title match now, this is where things kind of got weird because all pins dropped and it's a race to 2, meaning we bowl 2 games. If one bowler is to win both games, tournament's over. But if we both win a game, we go to a 1-ball sudden death roll-off to decide the champion. Kind of sketchy, I won't lie, but you know what? I'm here for it. So heading into the title match, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I didn't really have much going on in the dome. I was kind of just thinking about how the ball is supposed to feel coming off my hands, making sure I'm projecting the ball out in the lane properly, and just making good shots. My look was good. I was so tired. I will tell you guys straightforward, my legs were straight jello. I was exhausted from the day, but honestly, I was so mentally determined to make good shots and to put a run in here for this title that didn't really let it bother me. Now, I'll just be blunt with you guys. I didn't get as much of the title match as I wanted. Unfortunately, I was unprepared and my camera was short on battery life, and I wanted to make sure I had enough to cover all of the title match and a roll-off if we got there. So, sorry about that, but I'll be better prepared next time. It all comes down to this: a 1-ball sudden death roll-off to decide who goes home with the title. And it turns out me running down Nate for the number 1 seed comes in huge here because I get to select the pair we bowl on, because we bowled on 2 different pairs here for the title match, the lane we start on, and the order. So I elected, obviously, to stay on the pair we were just on because I just shot 270 on it. I elected the left lane to go first because, well, my legs were kind of shot, and I figured I'd probably have a better chance making a pure shot on the left lane where I had a full approach compared to making a shot on the right lane where I had to be in front of the ball return. I also elected for Nate to go first. And the reason I elected for Nate to go first is one reason. I have repeatedly, in the past 6 years of my bowling, failed when the pressure is at its highest. And I have always come up short when I need the big shot in the 10th. So, in my mind, it was time to face those demons head on and make a shot when it counted for the biggest prize of it all, a PBA title. So now with the stage set, here you guys go. Sudden death to see who goes home with the title.
That's a PBA regional title. I still can't believe it. I really can't. You guys want to talk about a day? This is probably, I don't know if anything will ever top what today was. I really don't. Bowling wise, when you talk about winning a title in the most dramatic of fashions, I'd say we checked all the boxes. We woke up at 3:40 this morning to drive here. We were 210. We were over 200 pins out of the lead going into match play. Fought all the way through. Lost game 1 of match play, or of the title match. Won game 2. And had to step up and throw a dime. You can't write a better script to win a title. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, that's all I can say. My heart is overfilled with joy to have her there. My parents were on FaceTime. I really can't even speak right now. I don't know how to react because it is everything I could have ever dreamed of. I guess it just means go home, get ready for title number 4, right? Right? Maybe take a day off. We might take a day off. Thank you to everybody. All you guys that watch these, all the support I get, all of you. It means the world, all the support, all the nice comments you guys make. The Lord has truly blessed Elizabeth and I to meet as many people as we have and to do the amazing things we have. And the amount of joy going through my body right now is unmeasurable. So thank you guys. We're gonna head home. We still have to drive 3 hours back home, and it is 10:30 at night. So we're gonna get home safely. Thank you guys for watching. Man, this was awesome.
All right, before we send you guys to the outro, this is a lot less tired Mikey, one whose brain's actually working, unlike the one you just saw. I was kind of mush right there. But no, this win meant a lot to me. the past couple years have been kind of rough, relearning how to live, basically, getting married, moving, all that stuff, relearning how to schedule. It's huge battle. And Elizabeth is amazing. And she's been with me through all of it, through thick and thin, and she has been my biggest supporter, and she's pushed me so hard just to be the best Mikey I can be. And I don't know where I'd be without her. She is absolutely amazing. So a big shout out to my wife for being the best person in the world I could ever think of doing this with. And she puts up with a lot, and I'm grateful for her, very. Also want to give a huge shout out to Global Fun Center. They were amazing hosts. They did great. Mr. Weber for running the tournament for us. A pleasure as always. And of course, I want to give a huge shout out to everybody here back home, all the local centers, Parkway, Elkhart Country Club, Signature, all you guys. You guys help me out. You guys are so great. Warsaw, you guys are phenomenal. My family, mom and dad, I love you guys. And I really don't have any words. I am so blessed for the opportunities and the people that are in my life, and I just hope I can make the best of it. So tile number 3 checked off the list. Let's go get tile number 4, hopefully in Bluffton this weekend. Take care, guys. Keep everything straight off the hook.